But what she was talking about is how the Lord is restoring the fivefold ministry to the church. And she talks about Catherine Kuhlman and her healing ministry. And so I asked the people in the class what ministry was restored with Catherine Kuhlman. Several of them responded, the healing ministry. Well, the healing ministry is not one of the fivefold. The fivefold is pastor, teacher, prophet, apostle, evangelist. So healing ministry is not one of the fivefold. Healing ministry is just part of the ministry that we should all be doing as elders, as fivefold. Any fivefold, your responsibility in to the body of Christ, if we were going to sum it up into 3 points, is preaching, teaching, and healing. So healing ministry, you can have a healing ministry, but that is not your fivefold ministry calling or your fivefold ministry gift. The point that was made in the video is that Catherine Kuhlman brought in was part of the restoring of the role of the evangelist. Prior to that, prior to Catherine Kuhlman, and there were some others before her, but prior to that, you would have a church home, or people would have a church home, and they would go to their church at their church home. They would have their pastor. They would be established right within there, and there wasn't really a lot of going around and going out and gathering of people from various places, from various churches, and or people who didn't go to church gathering them together to have a meeting of some sort. Tent meetings became a big deal, back then. This is when the office or the ministry gift of the evangelist was being restored to the church. So people would come from everywhere to see Catherine Kuhlman. Now, it was because of her healing ministry that people who might not normally have gone to a meeting like that, a meeting outside of their specific church, they might not have gone to that meeting. But let's say they had a sick child and they wanted their child. They heard Catherine Kuhlman is healing people, so they would go to this healing meeting, which was so that their child would get healed. All right, so that's a point she's making. That not that healing was being restored to the church, but the evangelist, the ministry gift of the evangelist was being restored to the church. And the drawing card for Catherine Kuhlman, the evangelist, was her healing ministry. Her healing ministry is not one of the ministry gifts. It is just an expression of the goodness of God. And she had a gift. Like you could have a deliverance ministry as an evangelist. I could walk in the call of a ministry gift of an evangelist with a deliverance ministry. I could walk in the call of an evangelist with a teaching ministry. I could walk in the call of an evangelist with a healing ministry, as was the case with Catherine Kuhlman.